That's what I love about my yard. Look at that. Outstanding. Oh well then. Best we sort that out before we go anywhere. Ooh. It is Monday morning. 0 degrees. It's what is known in the land of Wales as absolutely Baltic. It's a bit chilly this morning. So, hello the old, hello the new, hello the ones in the middle. Hopefully this week will be better. Last week was quite frankly pants. It was just far too much going on. You know, I can't remember what time I finished work Friday. I really should write it down when I finish, but I don't. Yeah, so too many people involved last week. That's what was causing the problems. The left didn't know what the right was doing, but the right wanted the left to do something else. And then when the left done something else, the left wanted the right to do something. So yeah, just one of them weeks. What time did I bloody finish? I can't think what time I finished. Tell you what, we'll go for that and we'll put a question mark on it just in case. Right, so we got some blocks to pick up first. Then we got, what else we got? Blocks. Pick up a machine out of the Philly, and then we got to pick up another machine with a container, and that's going somewhere else. So with a bit of luck, we should be alright today. Should be a little interesting day, but we'll see. We will see. Ooh, it's the 1st of February as well. Ooh! I'm glad of that, because the 263 weeks in January drags on a bit. Right, anyway, we're gonna get going. I can't go and pick up the blocks until 8 o'clock. That's providing the machine drivers here, because I think there's been a little bit of confusion. Surprise! So I'm hoping he is going to be there, but we will see now. He should be there anyway, I hope. That's the, it's been one of the curses last week. Too many people, a bit of uncertainty, but that's life. That's transport anyway, full stop. That's just transport in general. No form of transport plan ever really goes to plan, especially definitely in my kind of work anyway at the moment. They are, what are they? That's rubbish. Alright, so we'll, it's time now, 6:30. He's not going to be up there till about 8 o'clock, as if the machine driver's there. If not, no real big deal, we just go and do what else we got to do. And we might pick him up late this afternoon, but we'll see. Anyway, time for a quick cuppa, because we've got time for an extra cuppa this morning. Ha ha! Oh, and I gotta sort the trailer out. Shit. So, if you're wondering why I don't just let him melt, it's because where I'm going to go on the edge of the valleys, it's going to be a lot colder and it's not going to have time to melt. So sweep all this off, chuck some grit down because we've got the world's biggest grit bin there, and we'll be on our merry little way. If you don't sweep it off, whatever you put on top is going to compact down. It's just going to create solid ice. So whatever you put on top of it will fall off. Right, that's that gripped. Most of this should yeah, I should go now, hopefully. And I'd still rather do that every morning than run around with taut liners and bloody fridge log trailers. There's broken another brush as well. I'm going back to the wood handle ones because they're poo. This is a delightful little place known as, well, the edge of the valleys. It's about, I don't know, 8 or 9 miles from our yard. Get back to the yard now and we won't see nothing. It's like another world up here. I've said it quite a few times. But it is, it's like another world. Right, let's go anyway. So I'm going to tip these off now. That's what I love about my job. You can't be a one-trick pony. You need to be a multi-talented, several-trick pony. You also need to do up things. Whoops. Oh. Well, at least it's warm in here anyway, if nothing else. Yeah, we are seriously running out of room. Right, I don't know if you can see it, but we'll have a look. Okay, bye. If you look just by there, there's holes in them. The idea was to put a whole bit of pipe in, pour the concrete. Should have some way to lift them up with a forklift. But somebody forgot to measure the forks. So it turns out those forks don't fit in those slots. But if you can see them ones, they got much bigger pipes in it. So the forks fit lovely in there, but not on these ones. So instead, you've got to put the bloody things on timbers, which is a massive pain in the bottom. Try again. Yeah, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass because they are really heavy. I don't want to damage these timbers because they're my greedy boats. I'm not worried about the other ones, but these ones no. Yeah, and because they're a bit heavy, these ones, they're about 2 ton a piece. Give or take a couple of kilos. And we're just running out of room. Boss man's got a bit of a plan happening, so as you can imagine, there's chaos here at the moment. So everywhere you're looking, you're always looking for somebody to be there, or a machine. I got Paul behind me now on the shovel. So he's trying to work around me, I'm trying to work around him. There's concreting happening over there. So we just gotta keep our wits about us. And hopefully we'll all have our fingers and toes when we're finished. I think I've done about 5 or 6 loads of these so far. Oh, it's a bit warm in here now. Yeah, so when you got to put them on the timbers, it's a bit of a pain in the backside, really. But you know, it is what it is. Slide, you bugger. Ah, I should have been a professional Jenga player. They're the ones I done last week. We had an oopsie. It's the only oopsie I've had, mind. So, better than a kick in the teeth. Right, put this lot away and go and pick up a 14 tonner. Can't believe I've done that. Oh well. The rest are alright though, stack the rest good. I've just picked up a 14 tonner. Oh, you can't see it. But just for there used to be a calf a very long time ago. And there used to be a company just around the corner there called Catnick. And pretty much where I spent my toddler days was in the calf there on the weekends with my dad. Yeah, like I say, there used to be a calf there. And without a doubt, my youngest days as a kid was spent in the calf on the weekend with my dad. Oh, curb. Because some people will actually know this anyway. But there, which is where the company is Catnick, where that office is, that used to be their trailer park. So I used to come with my dad on the weekends, get his trailer ready for like Sunday or Monday, whichever it was. So we used to go up there, basically just get everything ready for Monday. So chain down, might have to pop a net over, depending. Sometimes, oh, giddy up. Sometimes on normally a Wednesday, there used to be a regular load go down to Yeovil to a place called Garrador. So sometimes get a sheet of trailer with somebody now and again. Proper old canvas sheets as well. A 2-man lift job. But yeah, there's pretty much where it all started for me. I remember going away with my dad with a company called BRS. I've mentioned all this before, but we'll have another little reminisce. In fact, somebody actually mentioned some of the drivers in there. I can't find the comment. I did look for it, but it's gone. It's lost in all the others, unfortunately. Yeah, some absolute characters in that place back in the day. Extremely well-known company. A lot of them used to park up in a place called Lee, where that's all I can say on that one. I can't say no more. Yeah, but yeah, I used to love it. I think I must have been, I think I might have been about 4 or 5, possibly 6, every Saturday, straight up the yard with my dad. Used to go in. It actually used to be, we'd go up in the morning about 7 o'clock, diesel the truck up, get the trailer ready, then it would be do all the paperwork, all the rest of it. By then most of the other drivers like running in or they're finishing up their day. It'd then be over to the calf, breakfast, and then home. Be home by about 10, 11 o'clock on a Saturday. And I absolutely loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. I spent every waking moment I could with my dad. I'd have big tantrums if I couldn't go away with him. So, yeah. Good days, good days. And that's the biggest problem with this job at the moment. No knowledge is being passed down, so there's no new blood coming into the game. And then you've got no new drivers. They won't get given jobs because they got no experience. It's a real nasty double-edged sword. I could probably, in fact I could sheet and dog a trailer before I could dress myself. They were all very old school drivers, constant, can't say knowledgeable, it was just, you just picked things up, you watched them, you learned. you had a good understanding of why things are done a certain way, why you timber steel, you know, why you use rubber mats for something, and so on and so forth. Cracking diesel, just brilliant. And he was always, all the drivers would always make sure, like if somebody was up there with their kids or whatever, you know, the odd bar of chocolate come wanging through the window and a can of pop or something. It was just brilliant. Really was extremely enjoyable. But because of all the health and safety fanatics now, you've got a lot of new drivers coming into this and they haven't got a Scooby-Doo. And I'm not knocking them, it's just a really unfortunate situation for them to be in. A lot of companies won't touch new drivers. But yet, you know, you've got somebody who've just spent, I think somebody said $3,200 for a license, and they can't use it. You've got to just keep going back and forth, show interest. If you've got to spend a couple of weeks in the yard doing bits and bobs or whatever, it doesn't matter. As soon as you get your foot in the door, you're on a winner. No company's got any form of well, nothing. Even all these companies, oh, we've got what do they call them, driver training and all this. It's an absolute load of rubbish. It's absolute crap. When I first started with my company in Newport, it was literally went in. I was very young, 20, I don't know, 24 I think, maybe, give or take, 23. Went in, spoke to the guy. Do you know what? I've actually forgotten his name, and it's a shame because he was one hell of a character. I like that. Very nice. Colin, unfortunately passed away now. He was a good old-fashioned pull up a sandbag, let an old war dog tell you a story. I don't think there was any country he hadn't been to. He used to do a lot of Middle East work back in the day. But when I spoke to him, wasn't really interested in myself. It was basically get down the yard, get a sheet on the trailer, let's see what you can do. I spent a week then. I wasn't broken in gently, that's for sure, but I was lucky because I already had a good understanding of what was involved in the job. So off on my merry way I went. But then there was a lot of drivers turning up and they just didn't want to know, didn't want to get wet, didn't want to get a bit dirty when you're loading trailers and stuff like that. Why do that? Pull straight in front and then stick the brakes on. You absolute plant pot. Now slow down to where the lights change. And you just carry on, mate. Well done. Yeah, so for anyone who's new, just keep going back and forth to the companies, show interest. At some point they'll just say, look, tell you what, mate, come in on a weekend, just have a look. I went up to my boss now 4 times before he gave me a job. 4 times I had to book to see him. In the end, I think he just got sick and tired of me. I hadn't done that kind of work, the uploader and the tip. I hadn't done that kind of work before. And without sounding big-headed, it can't be much different to what stuff I had done. So, yeah, just I got sick of it. And he said, look, mate, just get in that lorry and go away, will you? Leave me alone. And I've been here ever since. It's been three years now I've been here. Yeah, you've got you just got to keep going back and forth. We're going to change. No! Let's go! We're going to drop this off now. We're going to pick up 20-foot container, 14-ton machine, a dumper and fuel bowser, and they're going down to Cardiff. But only taking the 14-ton machine, so I needed to offload a container. Brilliant. Right, anyway, we're going to get on with it. Enough of the reminiscing of the good old days. I am a dinosaur, plain and simple. I think I prefer the older days. It just wasn't so much messing around. Get on with it. I think with a lot of transport companies, they don't want people on the phone to them all the time. They don't want their drivers constantly, oh, I don't know what to do. You do have to think for yourself a little bit. I always try not to have any involvement with my office and anything else. At the end of the day, I've been sent out for the job, so they're expecting me to do the job with, you know, no problems. I do kind of pride myself on that. No matter where. And when we used to do a lot of the general flat work, they never knew I was picking up half the time. A lot of the time it was steel out, and you'd normally do a load of bricks back, but some of the loads I'd come back with were just incredible. Bits of machines, presses, loads of timber, and just the amount of times you might have to knock up a small cradle to put pipes on the bed or something like that. Don't get me wrong, horrible at the time. When we look back at it, it was actually a good crack. Right, we're gonna get up here and get on with this. Stop waffling at that tripe. Right, we want that container and possibly that machine. Not sure yet. Plus a dumper and fuel cell. So we're going to get this off here first, swap them over, and get the 21 tonner from the yard to lift it over. It'll just be easier. 14s will do it, but no point in struggling. Oh, I got to move all that as well. Yeah, look at that. You can tell he's here, look. We've got the Venga bus going. Jesus Christ. No wonder when you call him he don't answer, he's deaf. I've got my gloves now. Right, we're going to get this one off. My man over there is going to lift that one, and then we're going to put a 14 tonner behind it, and then, well, then we're hopefully going to squeeze a dumper on, but I don't know if it's going to work. So we'll, oh, there they are. And we've got to put the trailer right first. We've got all this crap moved. Oh, we're getting technical. Oh, my tape measure isn't long enough. Oh, look at that, spot on. So do all the best jobs. Oh, there's no D-shack on, yeah? There's no D on yet. Go in my box, yeah. And there's a D there. I can't think where though, but it's in the box. Try not to make too much of a mess. No, there's a bigger one in there. There's a 5-ton one in there. Have a look up the back of it, is if anywhere. Be on the back of the box. If you want it done right, do it yourself. Got it? No? You send a boy to do a man's job. Don't drop a ladder on your head, it hurts. As I just found out. Ow! Lifted it up down by there and it twatted me on the head. Right. Bringing you over that way quietly. Go back a touch. Don't worry, keep going back. That's good. Bring him up. Drop him down very quietly, drop him down. He's the man. Yeah. He's the man. Look at that. Yeah, we'll just chuck a strap over that now and we'll get going. Don't panic, it's not going to be strapped and we're not just going to get going. I got to put another machine on behind it. It's just a bit ropey that one, isn't it? Yeah, I won that one out now in a second. Yeah, there's a bluey coloured one, and the yellowy. Alright, no worries. Alright. Yeah, I can put a machine behind that, so don't panic. In fact, let me do something else first. Bang, that's loaded. That'll do. And I actually want to put the arm over the container, but I can't. Because if it does, it works out at 16'8". So not the best. Right, get these down to site. Do love a challenge. What do you mean they won't all fit on? Of course it will. 3-ton dumper, fuel cell, 14-ton machine container. That's a load. That's how you load them. just saying. Oh, it is timbered under there, so don't panic. And then it sits on the back of the tracks. So if it does go, well. Oh, the comments will go wild. Best way to start the day. And the bloody handle don't work. And I got nothing to wedge you with. Oh well then, big arms for the summer. Great when the light don't work. And the catch don't work. It's going to be one of them days, people. It has not stopped raining for I don't know how long now. My tank is almost empty. Like 30 mile, I think I said on the gauge. Do you know what? My boots haven't dried out for about 2 weeks. Oh well. Anyway, we're on that one today. Out of Bristol, which I think I'm going to struggle to get in and out of sight, but we'll find out now in a bit. We will find out. It's only on 100 litres, I need another 400 probably. Can I cook to the rescue? Boom, well done to the litter bugs. Saved me, I had to hold it anyway. 220. Slowest pump in the world as well. Oh, right. This one's a bit of a doozy. We dropped the machine off here the other week, if you remember. Yay! Oh, you've got to be joking me. Haha. Is she gonna go around? Bit tight. Oh, I love my job, eyes. Brilliant. Brilliant, I tell you. Lovely car over there. Right, out you go. Boys are panicking a bit, it's a bit tight. Right, we'll have that in one next time. The lamppost, eh? I didn't see it.
Wait, you literally get it, take the crane box away from it, it was mad that was. It was literally less than an inch.
I didn't even see that.
Can you hear that?
Come on. Yeah, go on, track forward. Bit tight, that is. Come on, Will. Watch how your balls this up. Pressure with the camera. Ugh. I didn't see that lamppost behind me, I genuinely didn't, and the boys are screaming at me, and I didn't hear none of them. Oh, it's a bit tight. It's a bit tight. Yeah, go on, Russ, you'll fit in there, no problem. Go on, but get it in there. That's all we like. Push a fence and out, son, into the lane, don't worry about it. Oh, I get all the best jobs. Bit of scaffolding with it. Didn't really want to come out this way, but we're gonna have to. Because they got it as a one-way system. God, it feels a bit heavy, this does. Ooh. Right, so we're going to well, back to Cardiff now. Whip this off in Cardiff and come back for another one and repeat. Wrong lane. God, I used to know my way around Bristol really well. I don't today. Yeah, there's another tipper coming behind me, but he was struggling like hell to get around the corner. And the boys just said, "Oh, I have to get him moved. We can't find out whose car it is." That's the easy solution to that. It's parked on double yellow lines. Get the old police out, and I'm sure they'll soon get him moved. Because at the moment, it's blocking the road. And if a lorry can't get through, a Nino's not going to get through. If you don't know what a Nino is, that's a fire engine, because it goes Nino, Nino, Nino. I've got a car on my left hand side and he's determined to try and come up the inside of me. Ah well, right, let's go. Yeah, we're having a nice little easy day today, back and forth. Out of Bristol into Cardiff. Simple. It is nice to have an easy day like this. Sometimes we're not getting absolutely soaking wet. As for the last, yeah, easy 2 weeks. Just soaked to the bone every day. My boots haven't dried out for weeks. So we're going back for our last load. So the only thing with this, like I say, it's a bit slow in a bit of a slow all day. Nothing really happens. But we've been straight in, straight out. Can't ask for any more, can I? Boys are pretty good, in all fairness to them. Nearly took a, I think it's a light post on it. I'll show you when I get back down now. The boys were screaming, "Stop, stop!" Didn't hear them. Didn't have a clue at all. But I literally just skimmed it by literally the thickness of the paint, like. Oh. Hello, Lawrence. Hello, mate. Met you yesterday. Come up and had a chat with me. He works for Flannery. Same work as me, basically. It's just his a bit bigger than mine. That's sad. He's running around in his beautiful S580, and I've got well, basically a vagina. Yeah, so nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you. Nice little chat as well. It's always a bit strange when people come up to you and go, "Are you Russell?" Depends who wants to know. Does depend who wants to know. It's strange. You never get used to it. Yeah, we'll go back for the last one. 1 o'clock. I'll be finished now by about 3:30 today. Nice and early. Not too early, but you know, just about right. That's providing the boys are not on dinner or something. We'll see. I have a question. Or I say a question. We pretty much live in a digital world, but I can't understand why, back to the customs thing I was on about the other day, why surely to Christ that can't all be digital? Why the necessary for the volumes of paperwork which are still needed to be produced? I don't understand why. Surely, you know, you think you'd have some kind of I don't know, Pacific Code or something along those lines dedicated to your company for that work, like. Instead, you're still going back to pen and paper. Don't get me wrong, I like pen and paper, but it's don't seem to make a lot of sense to me, because there's still a lot of ferry companies that have virtually got no freight on them. A lot of the Irish ferries are cancelling left, right and centre. My mate was waiting for one last night, got cancelled till the following morning. Like, oh, brilliant. So surely you would think, wouldn't you, some electronic way of doing it, not having to get out and try to explain to customs officers, which to be fair is not really no fault of their own. Try again, it went off. What was I saying? Yeah, a lot of the customs, from what I'm seeing through friends and Facebook stuff and all that type of stuff, I got dozens and dozens and dozens of pages on it of different groups, but they all seem to be saying the same thing, that a lot of the customs agents don't actually know what they're doing. So clearly they haven't been trained on how to do it, have they? You know, there's a few of them have people I know have stated that, you know, I'm trying to explain like T1 forms to them and stuff like that. So it's not really the customs agent's fault, it's just the way it's been dealt with, because nobody knew we was leaving. I don't know. Oh, there's a company over there, I don't know if you've seen them, there's a little yellow lorry called Terra Firma. We used to deliver those mats. What an absolute bargain job that is. Oh, he's been there now. See him? One of them. They load the mats on the back of the lorry and then basically build roadways. So you've got a guy on the crane, puts like 2 mats down, and the man and the driver reverses back, so there's 2 of you on it. And the boy we used to deal with quite regular, he was the creme de creme. He can half throw that thing around. I'll be fair, the gentleman who's loading the blocks on me, Nick, on that duck, he's good. He's very good. I gotta give him his due. Some people, when they load stuff like that, they try to throw them on the trailer. But the fair play to, where are you going, mate? Get off your phone, that'd be a really good idea. Yeah, they try to throw the stuff on there and it's just no good. When you've got somebody who can control the weight and how it swings, much better. Right, we're gonna get this last one on. Let's go and get this last one on. Let's go and see the boys. A lot of the people I work with now know I do these through, well, finding out off other people, which is a bit strange when they talk to me about it, because I kind of just go, nope, it's not me. Nope, not me. So I'll start getting the camera out a bit more around more people than me, I think. Start getting some of the boys in on the firm. I was hoping the boys were going to be on break so I could have had a quick cuppa. Well, that's not happening today. The boys were poised and ready to go. There's no grip on these cobbles, eh? None at all. There's a horrible little back alley. When we first came here, they weren't building by there. That was just like an empty lot, but now obviously they're building probably some more crappy little cheapy accommodation things here. They reckon Bristol is one of the student capitals of the UK or something, don't they? It's all cheap, just cheap accommodation. Really? Come on, you absolute plant pot. He was on a pavement just now. He was just riding on the pavement. See me coming out, decides to jump on a motorway. Jump on the motorway? Jump on the road! He jumped on the road. And straight through a red light. Oh, and they wonder why they get mowed down. But it's okay because he's Deliveroo. Outstanding. I hope your seat turns into an air jog. Yeah, we're flying, absolutely flying. I don't know if I'm on this job tomorrow or not, we'll have to wait and see. Gosh, he feels really heavy. because I've been daydreaming, not paying much attention, just come off the M4, gone up what they call Forge Lane, not paying no attention really at all to what's going on. Not gonna lie, not hanging around because it's Foot Down Friday. I didn't really pay attention who was around me, so hopefully if he does decide to pull out and gets his foot down, come on. He's not going to get his foot down now, is he? Come on. Nah, he's going to sit there now behind me. Come on. Let's see if he goes round. I don't know if he's going to go round now. I've slowed down. Yes, he's going to come round now. So I wasn't paying attention, and we have a jenko. I didn't even realise it was him. I was absolutely miles away. So yeah, go and have a check out old jenko. He's part of the old Jay and Scott and Luke. Yeah, well worth a watch. But I was absolutely miles away, didn't even realise it was him. The people in there drive around Wales, shocking. It's quite mad because his yard's literally down the bottom of my yard, so to speak. And I quite often see him as I'm miles away. I say often, quite a few times I've seen him floating around. And it's Friday. I had to slow down to let him pass me though.